Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so it's been like 5 months or thereabout since I did my last lock update. Okay, and to be honest with you, I've been seeing so many people's updates and have been so inspired by what they say, what they are going through. Most of the things they are saying have been so helpful and quite relatable. Okay, so I felt, okay, why can't I contribute to this quota as well? Because it would be my greatest pleasure to inspire some people out there that have been on the lookout for lock update, or they have been wanting to start their logs, but they just have one or two doubts in their mind about whether they should start or not, or how it's going to be. Okay, so if you are one of those that have been having that doubt in your mind as to how your luck is going to be, I'm here to tell you that it is a journey. Okay, no matter how short that you want it to be, if you are patient enough, then it is a journey. 1 year, 2 years, 3, 5, 6, 7, up to 10, 15, 20 years that you want to carry your locks. It's a journey, and you're going to be discovering a lot of things about your hair, about yourself. You're going to be developed in wisdom, in knowledge about how you do your things, what happens to you, how you react to things, handle situations and challenges. Okay, it's as if, okay, she's not talking about locks again, but I am talking about locks. Okay, because it is what I have been experiencing ever since. Considering the reason why I started my lock in the first place, and what I'm experiencing right now has been so enlightening. Okay, it has opened my eyes to the type of hair I'm carrying and how to manage my hair in a more proper way. If you're new here, my lock is about 1.5 years now since I started. I started in December 27, 2021, and this is 2023. By January 2023, it was it was like a year since I started. So, and we are in July now. Okay, so July is the 7th month of the year, and so I have like 1.6 months, okay, that I started this log journey. Okay, and I've done a lot of things to my lock actually, and you see from my picture how my hair was when I started. Okay, I tinted my hair before I tinted my loose natural hair before I started, and it was quite short. A whole lot of the length on my head then was like 6 inches and even shorter than that. Okay, and from the look of things now, I have gained length retention in most areas except the back. Okay, like this one. Okay, these ones that refuse to grow, and if you look at it, I think I added some hair attachments to it, this you're seeing, and at a point, because it was kind of looking weird, so I cut it off and I just leave a very short one, because my method of attachment is somehow very intricate, so removing it takes patience. Okay, so another point in my journey, I also added extension. Okay, I made synthetic human hair and I added it to each of the locks. Okay, so at a point I was having long locks on my head, and it was quite convenient, to be honest with you, because I was able to pack my hair up. I was able to let it down when the weather is cold, and I love the feelings and I love the convenience, okay, that I enjoyed during that time. The only reason why I removed the extension was because I didn't like the difference in texture between the attachment and my hair. Okay, our human hair changes appearance, okay, depending on how well you are able to take care of it, and then depending on the kind of treatment that you are applying to it. And when I talk about treatment, I'm talking about whether you dye it, whether you tint it, whether it is well moisturized or oil, depending on whatever it is that is working for you. So you know that attachment, they kind of retain the same color, they are made like that, but our hair changes. Okay, the weather kind of affects it somehow, and then the kind of hair I have is not actually color one, it's not so black, and it is not color 2 as well, like it is in between. Okay, so my natural hair is kind of dull, especially when it is dry. That is when it shows the most. Around this area is dull. Okay, and this is the area that at a point I dyed it because I wanted to remove the tinted color I had because of the extension I added at that point. Okay, and funny enough, after I removed the extension and a couple of retie that I've done, have been able to see length retention, and I've been able to pack it a bit more convenient that I used to before, but it is still not at the length where I'll be able to pack it conveniently without any of the strand falling out. Okay, and I'm so impatient to like get to that stage. Okay, and right now my hands are itchy to get another extension and attach it to it, but I'm still brainstorming because I don't want to add extension that I'm going to be removing very soon, maybe like a month or 2 months. I don't want to do that, so I'm kind of still brainstorming on how to go about it. I wouldn't want too much difference between the hair color and the lock extension that I will be adding, if I will be adding. Okay, so that is it. Then another update I have for you is that just because I dyed it at a point and it makes the difference in the shade of black on the hair to be different, so I will be dyeing from the root up to the point, because the thing has really grown since I dyed it last. Okay, it's like from here, the root of the hair up to this moment has really grown out after I dyed it, and somehow when I'm out under the daylight and I'm able to see what I'm carrying, even if it is through the mirror in my room, I don't like the look of it. I want to be at least comfortable with the way my hair looks most of the time. Okay, and if that is what is going to give me joy and peace of mind, I'm ready to do that, dye the hair and make it look appealing and attractive enough. Okay, I actually came on to give my update when I have not done my retie. Okay, because it's like when we do a retie, that is when you would have prepped the hair so neatly, everywhere is looking neat and proper and everything is somehow in place. But I just want you guys to see how it looks before retie. Okay, right now my next retie should have been on the 1st of this month. Yes, July 1st should have been my next retie. It falls on exactly the 8th week from my last retie, so I knew that I was supposed to do the next retie on that day, but due to 1 or 2 things that I want to do before I do my retie, I decided, okay, why not just come up here and you guys see how it really looks, because I'm for real. Okay, I'm not trying to like hide any thing from you guys. You are supposed to see the way your hair is going to be looking before retie and after retie and at every stage of the lock journey. Okay, and because this is like a year and a half, some of my hair are locked, some are not locked, and I'm still doing changes to my hair as well, just because it's a journey and I know that it's going to be for a while. Okay, so at the end of the day, I know that all the hair are going to get locked eventually. I just want it to be in the states that I will love. Okay, recently I did a video on the mistake I made on my hair and how I corrected it, and that was based on my grid. Okay, my pattern line, this particular pattern line. Okay, when I initially installed my lock, I kind of just cut the hair, without putting grid into consideration. But when I started to pack my hair and I had more I got to know more things that I want to put in place and how I would have loved the hair to be. So I'm trying as much as possible to put those things in place, those ones that are possible. Okay, and I realized that that was possible. So I loosened my hair and I cut the ones that were so big, okay, and cut it into the appropriate size that is going to fit the image of what I want my hair to look like. Okay, and then because I love to teach, I love to show people so many things that goes on with locks and how to go about it. So there was a time I just combine two locks at the very top of my head to show you guys how you can easily combine your lock without it being visible. Okay, so I did that and I've forgotten about it until I started parting my head this way, and I didn't like the way it was looking after a while. So I realized that, oh, I actually combined this hair up here, so I need to losing it and just redo it. So, and I'm glad I'm able to do that. Okay, a lot of people did not know that one could do that. People believe that, okay, lock is permanent, and I want to let you know that whether your lock is permanent or not depends on you. Okay, it could be permanent if you want it to be permanent. That would have been a life decision, like, this is what I want and I'm satisfied with it and I'm ready to live with it. Then you will know. And if it is something that you just feel, oh, it's just going to be for a season, or it's just going to be for a couple of years, just till maybe you restore back your hair back to good health, because you can actually lock your hair because of that. Or maybe you're just tired of all these things going on about wig, weave on, human hair and stuff like that, and you just feel you should give it a rest. And so you can actually do that as well. Okay, I for one put into consideration a lot of things when I decided to lock my hair. Okay, and from the look of things right now, I'm still okay with it, and I'm not seeing myself removing it or cutting it soon. Okay, because I'm not the kind of person that says never. I'm not God. Our lives and whatever moves and decision and places that we found ourselves later in life all depends on God. Okay, so every day we live, according to his will every day. Most of the time when you are giving promises like, oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow for you, it is always good for you to add by his grace. Okay, by the grace of God, I'm going to do this for you tomorrow. I'm going to be here, I'm going to be there tomorrow. Okay, so that's the way I take life, that's the way I handle my life. Everything is in the hands of God, so I cannot say I will never lose my love. I am okay with what it is now and what I'm gaining from it. Okay, I hope I'm not talking too much here. So another thing that I want to talk about is that there are a lot of people that started their locks with 2-strand twist, braid. Okay, and one of the starter lock method that takes a very long time for its pattern to disappear is braid lock. Okay, and after the hair must have grown out to a certain length, maybe it has gotten to the shoulder length, a lot of people find it like not quite comfortable seeing the braid pattern still there, because the braid pattern could stay as long as 2-3 years, even longer, depending on your hair texture. Okay, so I thought, okay, if after some times I'm not comfortable with the way the tip of my hair is going to be looking, despite the fact that I started mine with 2 strands twist actually disappear faster than braid pattern, okay, but it still has a different look because there was one of my locks that I was looking at recently. I'm going to see if I will see something like that. Okay, I think maybe this one is looking like it. Okay, funny enough, because the hair is tiny, let me move closer. Because the hair is slim and tiny, the difference in the length is not showing that much, but I can see it because it's my hair. This particular area is thicker and it's even thick to the touch, but that's not showing it that much. I'm going to check any of my locks that is a bit thicker than that will show. Okay, show what I'm talking about. This particular one, if you look at my hair, let me adjust the mirror. Okay, if you look at the hair from the root around here up to here, they are slim, but this place is a bit thick. Okay, so funny enough, what I thought initially would happen was that the difference in the size is going to be visible, because I have seen a couple of locks on people that I could see it. I've even seen a couple of locks on this platform that were looking like that, and I thought, oh, I'm not going to allow my locks to appear this way after a certain stage. Okay, I was actually waiting for when my hair would be long enough that I will pull it to the front and start making the changes that I plan to make. But this is 1.5 years and the hair is still up here. So it's going to take a while. Now I've gotten to know that. So what I wanted to do initially was, okay, I'm going to, okay, like this one now. This is, I'm going to loosen this 2-strand twist here, and then I will do the interlocking method just so it will be as slim as the rest of the lock around this area. But from the look of things, I don't think it's necessary again. Okay, so let's talk about my hair shampoo. I've been using a particular brand here in Nigeria, and it is known as Top Class. Okay, so I'm going to just bring the remaining one. I think I've shown you guys several times on this channel, but I'm going to bring it now. Let's see. This is the container for the Top Class. It is readily available right here. This is something that you see virtually every beauty store that you walk into. Okay, and I think it is locally made right now, and one of the reasons why I love it is that the scent, okay, is not so strong, okay, but the scent is not that pleasing to me. It's not that appealing to me. That's one of the things that I would say I don't like about it. Okay, aside from its readily availability and that it is quite affordable. This is not something that you actually brainstorm or you think about, oh, my shampoo is finished, how am I going to get another one in place. It is quite affordable. This container is 1.9 liters, okay, and it's not something that you use directly on your head. You can still dilute it before you use it, okay. And then right now what I'm thinking of doing, I'm still going to continue to buy this, okay, but I also want to get something else. All right, in fact, today when I go out, I will be getting a new one, at least something that has a more appealing scent. Okay, if I'm going to mix them together, fine. If I'm going to use them intermittently, fine. But that is my take on this shampoo. I love it because I can see it anywhere and it's very, very affordable. The price I bought it last was, is it up to 2,000 now? I'm not even sure if it's up to 2,000 now, but I think it is under 2,000. This whole liter is under 2,000. And then bear it in mind that the longer your locks get, the more shampoo that you will need to use on it. And just because I wash my hair a lot, it means that I use a lot of shampoo, okay? And so thank God that most clarifying shampoo are quite affordable, to be honest with you. It is all those ones that comes with other things they do, like moisturizing shampoo with conditioner. Those are the ones that are quite pricey, okay? And thank God that they are not suitable for locks, okay? For someone like me, I'm glad it's like that, okay? So another thing I want to talk about for this 1.5 years of my journey, I've gone through so many. The only scalp issue that I've had is itching. Okay, it is itching that is due to dandruff. And to be honest with you, even before I started my lock journey, this is something that I've been having, okay, way back. It's something that's been a challenge to me way back. And come to think of it, all those times that I was loose natural, I never see dandruff as something to worry about or as a challenge. But just because now I'm able to pay more attention to my hair and to the way my scalp and everything that has to do with my hair is, so I have gotten to take note of what is going on with my scalp. I've gotten to know that I have dry scalp. I've never associated dry scalp with my scalp before, but now I know, and then I am taking necessary steps. Okay, one of the things that is working for me right now when it comes to dry scalp dandruff is tea tree oil. It's quite soothing, and when I use it regularly, I experience less itching. There are so many things that I cannot apply to my scalp now because of the locks. They kind of absorb a lot of things and they don't come out easily when you add something that is not appropriate to it. Okay, so there are so many creams I know that are out there, okay, that you can use on dandruff. When I had loose natural, I was using those things. It was more or less like the cream I use whenever I make my hair, like all this cream that has menthol, okay, that suits the scalp, virgin cream, all those things. But those are the things I can't use anymore. So I'm still going to be on the lookout for other things that I could use, because I don't want to be taken by surprise whereby I go out to get tea tree oil or something similar and it's not available. I just want to have an alternative, okay, to what else I can use with to like reduce the effect of dandruff in my hair. And aside from that, I'm also taking note of how often I'm able to oil my scalp, because I know that one is also important. Okay, it is, if I leave my scalp for a while without oiling it, it's going to be itching me. I know some other people too are experiencing the same thing. So if it is, then probably you have dry scalp, okay, you don't secrete enough sebum, to kind of keep your scalp oil. There are so many people also that they secrete too much of it, and too much of everything is never good. It's never okay. If it's too much, it has its effect. If it's too little, it has its effect. So too little is what actually results to drying of scalp. Okay, for oiling, the oil I'm using is olive oil. I'm using olive oil, I'm using tea tree oil added to it, I'm using chamomile oil. That is just to suit my scalp. Okay, that's just to suit my scalp, and it's been effective so far. So let's talk about lock confidence. Okay, so there will be a time along the journey that you will find out your hair is not the way you want it to look. Okay, it's not looking its best. Okay, and I have come to know that it happens to everybody. It is not only people that have locks that such thing happen to, okay? Even those that are carrying their loose natural hair, those that have relaxed hair, everybody has their moments, okay, when they just don't feel in sync with the way their hair is looking. Okay, I've gone through so many stages of that way back, and I shouldn't be surprised that it's happening right now, but just because this is different, okay, it's different from loose natural. When you are in between retie and you have your hair grown out, you have the root of your hair grown out, it's going to be looking a little bit rough and unkempt, okay? And what I do in this during this time is to pack my hair this way. You know, most of the time I kind of just weave the front like this. I weave it up like this, and then I bring it together at the back and just pack everything up this way. And bond it in this way, depending on, you know, how far I am in between retie. I just feel somehow, you know, better when I do something like this. Brush this part, brush this part, brush here. If you are the type that bring out baby hair at the front, you do that as well. And just pack my hair, and I will just use fancy, you know, bun or ribbon or something that's really not attractive enough that will take the attention out of my hair. I will use it for the hair when I'm going out, okay? And then another thing is that I just kind of give myself that positive talk that, well, I'm looking good because it is what I want and it's working for me. And I'm always feeling that, okay, the hair is unique, I am unique, and I'm different, because there is actually no two people that are the same. So I'm different and I look just the way I want to look, and I think I'm okay. All right, I'm okay. So funny enough, or should I say lucky enough, I have not found myself in the midst of people that criticize or they have their unsolicited opinion about locks. I have not. I have come across a lot on this channel, what some people talk about, how they talk about locks, how they refer to people with locks and all that. I just want you to know that whatever negative talk or negative things that is being said to you, it's totally on that person, okay? What comes out of people's mouth is a reflection of who they are, you know, the kind of person they are. If you have too much bad energy, if you have too much negative thoughts about you, yourself, your environment, what is going to be coming out of your mouth is going to be negative most of the time. So if anybody comes on you and, you know, just hate on you or say something bad about you, your look, your hair, is totally on that person, okay? There's no perfect being, there's no perfect look. Everybody has what they love about themselves and they have what they are insecure about themselves. But I want you to know that that is something that you can easily overlook. At a point you pass that stage and you become more confident in who you are, especially when you know that, man, I am beautifully and wonderfully made, okay? Everybody is. The Lord that created us all is the greatest artist ever. There's no one like him, and there is no one that can be like him. So if he made you the way you are, if you made you to look the way you are, it is because there is something unique about yourself, okay? So that is what I will have to say to anybody that feels less confident or insecure about their looks, about the way they are looking, okay? You're just different, okay? And it's good to be different. It's good to be different. If you are not different, there will be spices all over the place. People that are different are the ones that are spicing up the whole world, you know, spicing up your environment, your home and all that. So, and that is what I will have to say. I have to say about that. And this is the kind of things I say to myself, okay? Funny enough, when I was loose natural, especially during those times that I was on low cuts, I have come across someone that did not like the way my low cut was looking, and she just kind of touched my hair and did something like this, touched my hair and felt like, what is this? I was completely irritated, and I looked at this person, I analyzed her look, her hair, and I felt, oh no, I wouldn't want my hair to look like the way her hair was looking. So what the heck? If you don't like the way my hair is, it's not my business. Okay, it is your business. Okay, so a lot of people need to, keep their opinions to themselves and mind their business. There are so many things going on in people's life that they're just ignoring, and they're getting bothered with other people's life. I don't know. Most people are just strange beings. So I think that will be that with my update. And considering the way my hair was looking, there has been great changes. There have been so much difference. Okay, it's been a while. Okay, my hair was not like this before, so I know that they've all grown so long. Okay, I have a couple of locks at the back also that's so long as well. Okay, very long. I know that if my hair was loose, I probably might not have been able to, retain this length, just because, loose hair require much manipulation, combing, stretching, all sort of things. Okay, so that's how I have to say thank you guys once again for tuning in, and so much appreciated. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for being there for me. God bless you. Stay blessed, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.